Hello everyone, how's it going? This is Family Craft Dad, and I just like completely wigged out my screen there. Sorry about that. I am here with Chibi Mango, and this is going to be a bit of a surprise for you guys because I'm willing to open up some spoilers a little bit on what I've been working on for some time. Chibi, where are you at? You're working on the book somewhere.
I am here. Yeah, I'm at the book sort of thingy shelf fireplace.
Bookshelf fireplace. Oh, you're up here. Hello, Chibi.
Yes, hello. I've just been fixing up this book pile, making it look a lot less bad.
A lot less bad. Fair enough, fair enough. How's it going, everyone? Good morning, Bendo. Thanks for coming. Hey, Ezekiel. How's it going? Thanks for coming back. Hey, Rasmus and Colossus, the boss. It's a great name. How's it going, everyone? So we've been working on a thing. Let's fly over here, bring back some old memories here. I'm gonna do a little bit of my brain just turned off there. There we go. I'm gonna do this. All right, so we've got this old build right here. You guys remember this? Remember this scene from a video from a little while ago? Actually, it's almost been a year, hasn't it, Chibi?
I think it was almost exactly a year, actually, or a little bit over at the very least.
Yeah, this is. So we have changed it a little bit in here. Tall Bunny's actually been working in here a bunch. So this is all the same. But then we've made some changes back here. We're going to be changing this room. This room is actually called the Oak Room, and lots of cool things are going to happen here. We're not going to work on that today. That's for a future episode, actually. This is actually all going to be on a time lapse here. Probably in a month or so. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. This is a big project.
Wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking, exactly. We've been working on this room here, which is called the parlor, and it's within the bag end build here. So you're looking at about a month's worth of work here, expanding this.
Good times.
Yes, this is Minecraft. So this here is Bilbo. I just created him 3 weeks ago. After I finished that, we took about a 2-week break because we were burning out a little bit, and also we've been playing Pixelmon something fierce, as you guys well know. But then I decided to come back here, and you know what? Since I've been getting into the streaming thing, I figured I'd give it a go. So while I work on Gandalf here, Chibi's joining me. She is working on some books. And she just worked on these 4 things here. We got these 2 books and a scroll, which actually came out great, Chibi. That scroll looks like a scroll. Like even on its own.
I think the little brown binding there actually sort of helped a bunch.
That's sold it. That sold it.
That was
completely
completely accidental. So that's really good, actually. While I'm here.
Okay.
I kind of want to
put some carpets on there to Oh yeah. Do the little binding thing. Yeah, fair enough. That works.
I got this.
yeah, you're a genius at this stuff. So she finished those 4 things down there and then decided to herself, you know what? These books are poo. I think I want to fix them. That's literally the word she used. So that's what she's doing right now. She's going through. She's adding some details to these books. So
basically rotations. Literally all I'm doing.
Yeah, you're just rotating them instead of making them all completely flat.
Yep, because I realised it looked poo, even if it's sort of canon to the actual references.
Right, the reference,
we don't have to.
Adding a little angle to it in Minecraft just helps.
Like, so much.
The legs of that blue guy is too big because if you look at the chair decoration, it's way too big. Oh my goodness! Ah! I'm not done, dude.
Actually...
I just got started.
This is Gandalf, and he shouldn't fit in these furniture.
Yeah, well, yeah. If we really want to go to it, yeah. Let's talk reality here, guys. The guy in blue, that's Gandalf. This is what this house is made for. Is this guy right here? This is Bilbo Baggins, and he's in there reaching in. He's sitting there going, "Oh wait, I do have it in my pocket." Like he just got done telling Gandalf, "Yeah, put it in an envelope on top of the mantle over there." And Gandalf walks over. He looks. He's like, "Not here, not at all." And he looks back over at Bilbo, who's like sitting there. "Oh wait, It's in my pocket. And so that's the scene we're going for here, if you guys remember the video. So that chair, Gandalf has been known to sit in this chair, but this chair is meant for a hobbit.
Also, just going off topic to like what we've done before, trust me, we make sure our characters can fit in our chairs. We really do. We do extensive tests to make sure they fit.
So yeah, let's talk tests. Oh, hey, Brownie Bits. Long time no see. How's it going, man? So this is Bilbo when he was younger. And this chair over here used to be a lot thinner. It was a lot thinner. One of our members of BTWN was making it a little bit thinner. And he was complaining. He's like, no, it's perfect. And we're like, you know what? Fine. I went over here. I copied Bilbo's behind. I went back over here. I pasted it in front of the chair. And he's like, oh. And he got really quiet. He actually ended up leaving. He was so bad. It was funny.
We're good people, we swear.
We are really good people. And so back to what I'm actually working on here. The title of the stream is we're going to be working on Gandalf. And so I just got started on kind of starting to shape him, give him a little bit more beef. He was just some diamond and gold. If you guys have seen my videos, you know where he was a minute ago. This is the first time I gave him a little bit of a beef just to kind of know where he's at. He's going to be covered in robes, so I don't have to get too perfect with this part of the model. But I do need to get the proportions right. One thing I am noticing, just by flying around a little bit, the bottom half of his legs is a bit long for his body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend his thighs, and his calves should get a little smaller. So yeah, let's make that happen. Now that I'm done talking a mile a minute, B lift. If you guys have, I'm going to be flowing through commands like crazy. I'm not going to explain them all as I'm doing it. If you guys have any questions at all, like, wow, what's that command do? Please ask. Go ahead. I will answer the best I can on how to make this work. If you're wondering where I'm building, let's put this little pretty command. I believe I set up that command right. Here's hoping. There it is. That's Builder's Refuge is where I am building. And you guys can come and build as well in different areas on this server. There's a public plot world that you can go chill at and try out these commands. If you see me do something and you think, wow, I want to try that out. Yeah, I think that command is amazing. Just hop on BR. It's all loaded up, ready to go. Start yourself a little plot and test it out. Do some practicing.
Also, replying to some of the comments in chat, place a red carpet on the paper like a ribbon. I've actually done that before on some of the books in the previous areas. That's actually sadly, I've looked at a bunch of references, none of them had them, so I hadn't considered it yet, but that's a good idea. Actually, I hadn't thought about that. Also, I love the comment, I never seen Lord of the Rings because Gollum scared me too much. I remember being terrified of Gollum, like, it's so creepy.
He is a bit creepy. I kind of like Gollum, though.
I mean, fair enough.
Like, he's a good character. I enjoy him. He is freaky though. I mean,
I feel like that's the point though. And since he does such a good job at it, I think like that's successful.
I think also I was a bit older when they came out than you were. To be fair, like, so I wouldn't find that creepy at the age of 19.
I mean, you could appreciate it being creepy. Hey, it's Matthew Fiat.
Hello.
That was me and he was freaking creepy. Also, FCD, do you remember the Red Rebel?
The Red Rebel. I don't even know what that is, actually.
No. It is a person in chat.
Oh, that's the question?
Yes.
Family, Dad, do you remember me? I don't remember your name. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible, terrible YouTuber. I don't remember.
Forgive him. He has spoken to many people.
If you've had a different name, then I might remember you, but I don't remember the Red Rebel. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I could lie and be like, yeah, I remember.
Oh my god,
but,
yeah, you. Oh, I remember you from then. Ah, yeah.
There we go. So that's what I'm talking about. So that leg is more proportional. Like the top half is now more proportional to the bottom half. That's all I'm trying to do is get the knees in the right place right now. Now this leg is a little more straight, so it's not going to take as much work to fix this one up. Yeah. So, and then just bulk it up a little bit in the back here. Boom. And spray this.
This book is annoying.
I left it. I put this
because
in
it has
there,
a
yeah.
slope.
What you got?
This book has a slope on it.
Oh.
So it's like so thick that it's like opening a bit.
Oh yeah, it's got it. Yeah.
How
to kind of mimic that a little. That'd be hard to do
yeah.
Unless you use something that has half slabs, like a wood that has half slabs.
Oh, you were saying?
Hey, Pimpgriff Dad, how are you? I'm doing great, Real Link. Thank you for asking. I'm actually doing really good because I haven't streamed a build like this, especially not on YouTube. But I haven't done it in a long time, even on Twitch, and I've stopped streaming on Twitch. I've decided to switch to YouTube because there is more opportunity for growth per se on Twitch, like monetarily as well. But it's not about the money for me. Like, aww. This is where y'all are.
Aw, look at him being sweet.
Shut up. No one asked you.
He hates me. It's fine.
It's alright. It's cool. It's fine. Everything's fine. Alright. Gotta thicken it up right here on the inner leg because he's looking a little silly there. Hi, Entity. How's it going? And I'll say it again. Hi, Entity. How's it going? Because you said hello twice. And Super Super Yaya. Hey, how's it going? That is a thick book. Yeah,
What's a thick book? Oh yeah, this is a thick book.
these are what Chibi's currently working on. Oh yeah, that is a thick book. Oh yeah, you managed to do it. You managed to do it.
Yeah, I think that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I don't like the end though. I do need to fix this.
Yeah,
my problem. I think
you're going in the right direction. The only hard part you're going to find is if you're going to put anything on top of it, which I don't think you are.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
so that's the reason why it's so like slanted.
Right, because it's on top. It doesn't have any counterweight on top of it. Counterweight? That's not just any weight. It doesn't have to be a counterweight. FCD. Word a little better.
God, FCD.
I know. What's wrong with me? Seriously.
Shame on him.
It's terrible.
What's wrong with him? How's that look? Does that look any better?
Alright. So I don't need to, like I just said in the beginning, I don't need to... Let's break that block right there. That was embarrassing. So I don't need to do much more work on this part of him because he has a robe covering this entire section. So all I needed was kind of the proportions and the size, and I think I've got the proportions right. So does it look like he's just turned around? He just spun around a little bit and looked at Bilbo like, really? It's not here. Yeah,
actually, I was going to say you may want to turn the feet a bit more, but then I realised, oh hey, you're not going to see him.
Oh, which way? No, I do need to get the feet right.
So this foot here, it may, like, this is really nitpicky, but this foot may be turned out a little bit more, but it honestly depends on the stance.
Turned out too much or needs to be turned out more?
Maybe turned out more. So, like, to show he's mid-spin, because people tend to, when they turn, they put their foot in almost, like, pointing exactly where they want to look.
Well, in this case, it's not a spin, like, he's
it's
just
more like
kind of...
turn on the hips.
It's a pivot on the hips, which is why I have the foot turned in a little bit. Because
it
would have been in about that far for him to be looking. All he did is pivot his back foot.
Maybe the shoulders need to be turned a bit more, but like you said, it's more of a head turn than anything, and it's kind of hard to tell that at this point.
Right.
I was about to say you may want to like indicate on the head where the actual eyes and stuff will be, but looks like you've already done that for me on here, FCD.
Hey Appler, how's it going, man?
It's Appler. Hey Appler.
Alright, so now for the fun part, the robe. I think I could just jump right to the bottom half of the robe, I think.
You were just really excited to do the robe, aren't you?
Well, you saw earlier, Chibi, when I first got started. I didn't I'd started on the robe before I even got the body started. I was like, wait, no, I need to stop. I need to do the robe.
Yeah.
Or do the body first before, because his foot does show up. I think it'll be showing up a little bit underneath the robe, so the robe will be starting about yay high. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm setting up the points, so that I can run a curve command to make the curve nice and smooth. It's just a time saver. I could do it without commands before you say anything, but why?
He doesn't want to.
Well, that, and you know, you're sure to get a good smooth curve, and then you just edit it a little bit if it's not right. No, that actually, I think that's going to go up one there. So what are you building this for anyhow? Or is that classified? I'm building this for building this.
Yep. For fun, really.
For a video. The video is going to be coming out. For anybody who is showing up that didn't see the little tour in the beginning, we'll do a little... We'll check it out in a little bit. I need to get going on this because I'm in the middle of a replay. In fact, I'm going to restart my my client here. Or not my client, but restart it so that that the replay restarts. It's kind of a insider of how replay works. So after about an hour, guys, be like, dude, quick, do the replay thing, restart it, because otherwise it's gonna ruin the replay. Because that's exactly what would happen. It would ruin my ability to use the footage.
Oh god.
Which would be,
yeah, it really does.
Which is a bad day. I can still make it work. It adds an extra half hour to an hour to the process for that one clip. And,
okay, a pain in the butt.
And it doesn't usually come out as good either, like the angles and stuff, because I'm frustrated and trying to make it work and blah blah blah. That's a thing. But but this expanding, what I'm doing right now is I'm expanding. Actually, you know what? I do need to do a tour now because I need to load this all in. So we are expanding the old build about a year ago now. BTWN's first official build was this.
That's true. Actually, I hadn't considered that, really.
Yep, this was our first official build. We did build something before this, but no one saw that one.
Yeah, we never finished it, actually, did we?
Nope, we didn't. Oh, thanks for the subscription there, Pastel Cry.
Ooh.
All right, so we have this right here, and you guys remember this. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this video. And yeah. This was one heck of a build we created, and people are like, "Wow, you guys are insane! That's such a big build." We're expanding it. Back here, we just kind of quickly made something. It was incorrect, and Tall made sure. She was like, "No, we need to make this correct." So we found out the room back here in Bag End is called the Oak Room, and Tall Bunny has been working hard back here. I helped her during one of her streams on Twitch. That was a lot of fun, but yeah. So we're expanding things back here. This is actually going to have a big old tree root in it, which is why it's called the Oak Room, because it's a gigantic oak tree that kind of plummets through that. This here is the hallway that leads to a future build, even beyond the one we're working on right now. I won't do any spoilers of that.
Wait, what? This is
you know about that. You know about that, Chibi. Come on now.
No, wait, what?
The thing that led me to do all this was I wanted to do the scene that's next, like the kitchen and the dining room.
Oh gosh, yes. Okay, never mind.
So
we're not spoiling that one.
But in order to do the kitchen and the dining room, you got to have the parlor. And in order to do the parlor, I had to do something fun with it to to make it cool as a video. So I added a scene to this. So this is the scene where Bilbo tells Gandalf, "Yeah, the ring is on in an envelope on the mantle over there." And Gandalf goes to look reluctantly because he kind of knows it's not there. And then Bilbo goes, "Oh wait." Gandalf turns around and looks, and Bilbo goes, "Oh, it's still in my pocket." And so that's the scene we're doing right now, is this scene right here. Boom. And so, yeah, we're making Gandalf. And thank you for the follow, Entity303. I'm gonna say follow because it's weird saying subscription because like on Twitch that means you're paying money, which is not the case in YouTube land. It's kind of a weird disconnect.
Land.
Oh, I forgot which flap is front. I think it's the right side is in front.
Which flap is the front? Pardon?
He's got a robe, so you got a flap, right? Like it's all one sheet, right? And so one layer is in front of the other.
Yeah.
What are you on about? I don't even know what you're on about.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay. Right, just saying, oh, I need to make sure I get the flap right. It's still a... I'm like, what do you mean?
Ah, Chibi, what are we going to do with you?
You're going to send me to the side and make more books.
Actually, I just realized this goes down a little bit right here. Because it kind of comes down off the foot, down a little bit lower than the other side. Right. Yeah, and then I think this will go up one. And yeah, we're ready for some magic. Watch this. Select. Oh, got my caps on. Select convex. Click. 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 We're going to right click all these except for the first one, which I left clicked. Click. 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 Click.
Whoa!
Click.
Why are you sending me to the ranch?
Click. I don't think this... Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Click. And then we do... Curve. Diamond. Boom. Magic. So that's the bottom layer. Now, I don't like the general shape of it. It's not wavy enough. So I'm actually going to undo that. Or make it a little wavier, guys.
I will be back in 1 second.
Okay. See you in a bit. It's Chibi live. She is not. She is not streaming at the moment. Though she does stream. She's not streaming at the moment. She wasn't ready to do a stream. She just came in to help me build a little bit. And, yeah. So, yeah, she's just piggybacking on my stream at the moment. But she does stream. Usually survival. Usually survival Minecraft. Some Mr. Craft action. She hasn't in a little while, but that's just because school has been kicking her behind lately. Okay. Magic for Gandalf. Yes, indeed. And this one can actually drop a tiny bit right here, methinks. And that one will go down one. Yep, okay. And then I want to do one that's kind of lower right there. Wait, which side's lower? The bottom. Okay, so this goes up, actually. And back there. Yeah. And this one's going to go front a little bit. And I think we're good. Let's do it. Boom. 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 How are you going to do the lighting when the ceiling is done? So it won't become dark in there. Well, I don't. I use night vision for when I do my videos. However, there is a reason we haven't put the ceiling in. See, my mistake on the first one we did was, yeah, we put in the ceiling early. Let's put the curve in. Boom. Yeah, that's a little more wavy. So in here, we actually put in the ceiling pretty quick into the build, and it made this all dark. And when I was doing my my replays later, it looked terrible, and I had to do night vision, which, you know, gets rid of the lighting, as you can see. But if I do NV, this is what it actually looks like with some lighting glitches. It looks like, but yeah. But if I don't have night vision on while I'm doing the video for in here, it actually doesn't look that bad with night vision off. So that's why I don't have the ceiling in yet. Good question. That was actually a very good question. Do you do mumbo jumbo? Out of curiosity, what do you mean by that? I'm not mumbo jumbo if you're asking that. That's just not who I am. Never forget his staff, though. I've seen images and memes from the internet. I know it's bits and bobs, but I've never watched a whole movie of Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I don't think he has his staff with him at this point. He has it leaning somewhere.
I was going to say, we're going to have to lean it somewhere.
We do plan to have it leaning. I believe I know where it's leaning, but actually I think it's Bilbo's staff, because Bilbo has it's not a magic staff, but he has like a walking stick, and it's leaning right here next to his backpack in the scene. I think Gandalf hangs his staff somewhere else, and so we will be adding his staff somewhere though. Also,
really good question. Someone asked, how would you select menu positions?
In this case, I had to select //SEL convex, which is a curve selection, and that's when you're able to do multiple selections. So multiple selections, you the start does a left click, and then the rest are right clicks. That's how that works. And if you're doing positions without hitting a block, you just keep on /2. Every subsequent /2 is treated like 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's generally how that works.
Ooh. Right. So
thanks for watching chat for me, by the way.
Oh yeah, of course. I love watching chat. It's a great time. But that KS King suggested placing glowstone in the fireplace or end rods. But I think what we're actually going to do is do a bunch of fancy lighting things for that, actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll ruin the look and feel of it, and since this isn't survival Minecraft, we can do whatever we want. We have options. And so I can actually set the light level manually in any given area. Yeah. But I don't do that until the end, because otherwise, every block you place, it resets the lighting. And that just doesn't go well.
Yeah, because then you're like, oh, wow, look, it's beautiful fireplace. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, it'll look great for a bit, and then all of a sudden, like what Chibi did earlier, she changed the block color.
Okay, yeah.
Of the bit here, she added some texturing and everything, and it looks a million times better than it did.
I know.
But, I know. Yeah, so modest, this Chibi.
I'm genuinely really.
But yeah,
I don't think I'm that
if
great.
she did that, it would have messed up the lighting. If I had done lighting in there, and so yeah.
Ooh, Soulsam really makes this book just come to life.
Yeah, let's take a look at your books. Which books are you working on?
Please tell me someone got that joke.
One down here.
Did anyone get that joke? Did anyone cringe really hard at that? Did you like it? Did you get it?
Yeah.
The Soulsam wrote. Okay, he doesn't want to look at my books anymore.
Done.
I wonder why. As you can tell,
boggle you.
He loves having me around. Commands boggle me. Honestly, yeah. The thing with commands is you just gotta learn them. Honestly, like once
it's all about practice.
Exactly. Once you learn them, like you're just like flying out there with all the commands. Like, oh yeah, of course, just do this, this, and this, and then. Hey, you know what? Age-old thing. Practice makes perfect.
Yep.
Like you can't go anywhere without that being true.
It's true, and it stinks to, like, you know what I've been starting to say to my son, instead of saying practice, because practice has such a negative tone to it, doesn't it? It has, not negative, but kind of. Like smarty pants, like, oh, I have to practice, you know, to try to get smarter and blah blah blah. You know, you feel like it's school, you feel like it's work, but in truth, practice is simply just doing it. Like,
yeah, honestly.
Just find something and do it. And then as time goes on, like, it's going to stink. You're going to do terrible at the start. You are not going to do well when you first start doing this sort of thing. Or anything. Any art. Anything you do. You are going to be awful at when you first start. Sorry to say, you're never going to be amazing at something right out of the gate. If you are, consider yourself very, very lucky. Because sometimes that can happen, but it's very rare.
That's called a gift.
And a lot of people assume they have to have that gift in order to be good at something, and that's incorrect.
Very, very incorrect.
Sure, because 90% of people that you watch that you're like, wow, they're so good, they got good by trying, by doing their best to work at it. They didn't get good just because they started and they're like, oh, you know what? I'm good at this. Poof, and they're good. It's just not a thing. It doesn't work like that. Not normally.
Like, looking back on our first Hobbit build, while it was amazing, I look back on it and think, wow, that was great. But
there's a lot of things
we could have done,
and
if
have
we
done better.
That build now, yeah.
Because
if we redid that exact build now, we would have done so many things differently.
Well, yeah, and that's essentially what Tall's been doing. She's been going through that room and going, all right, we did okay, but let's do this a million times better.
Like, you're genuinely constantly learning. Like, literally right now, where I was there like, oh, shoot, these books are way better than my old books. I literally just went back and changed it. And I made those about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, within the same build. And that's just how quickly you learn things. So, practicing can be a good thing.
My biggest problem with my learning style, I learn by doing. And and it has to be something, like, it has to be an actual thing. It can't be just, oh, I'm gonna practice, so I'm gonna, like with drums, right? I learn by playing songs. I never learn very well by, like, oh, here's some practice licks you have to try to learn to get better. I do them because I know it's good for me, but that's not how I learn very well. I have to have a reason, and if I have a song to play, that's how I got good at drums, is by just doing it. But that's me. Not everybody learns that way. Alright, cool. That's line 2 done for now. Might do some edits later. And then I'm going to do a third line at his... Actually, I'm going to do 2 lines. Do a fourth line, a third and fourth line. One that's a little bit thicker, so... Excuse me, Gandalf, while I get a little too close to you there. So we've got... It's a little bit baggy right here. Maybe not quite that baggy. It comes out from the belt. So you've got a little bit of a baggy thing going on there. And then you've got this, like, belt thing, which is right around here. Right? This can actually be a little bit bigger. This baggy part. Is that about right? Yeah, that's about right.
Oh,
we
wow,
got tons of stuff. Lots of people talking art, starships, and TF2 sniper. Yeah, all things you have to work on, huh? Can you do more world edit tutorials? I can. There are a lot of good ones out there, though. Look up Gemini Tay. She put out a bunch back in the day. Builder's Refuge. If you go to buildersrefuge.com, go to info, and look for build tutorials. There's a searchable list there of awesome build tutorials. Ooh. Now, that being said, Mike, the owner of BR, has been trying to get me to make some, and so yes, it'll be a thing. I will be doing. What I'm doing is I'm trying to develop. I've been writing a script. I'm trying to develop a build that I can do that will incorporate pretty much everything I've learned about World Edit, and then teach you guys whilst building something. Instead of just, like I said, instead of like little, things you have to work on, that actually aren't a build. It's much more fun to learn while seeing something real being done.
Also.
So that's the plan. What's up?
Also, super important comment. What was it? Where has it gone? Oh, that nice belly button though. Yeah, you just literally left this one block right here, which is his belly button, basically. No!
No, his belly button would be right there, guys. Come on. Let's be real. That's, that hole would imply that Gandalf has something to share with us.
Right, that's a very off-centered belly button.
I know. I just kind of smacked a hole.
Oh, just poke a hole in him. Did he have keyhole surgery, did he?
That's hilarious.
I saw that, I couldn't help it.
Of course you couldn't. It's a requirement. And
I am a requirement.
There you go.
A requirement to make your streams better.
It's true. Chibi is that missing ingredient. Ingredient. Jeez. My English hurts. So right now, if you guys are just showing up, right, I'm working on is the robe of Gandalf. And what I'm currently doing is creating what are called splines, which is just a curved mesh. And so I'm making curves that will incorporate his robe, and then you'll see some serious magic happening. If this is boggling your brain, just wait. Just wait. The spline tool is fantastic. And actually, I wish prior to this stream I looked up how to use Arcaniac's new tool, which is actually a better spline tool for people who are learning how to make it work.
Ooh.
Yeah, it actually has visual representations of what you're making. Like, he uses particles and everything. Like, it's really cool. I don't know if he's incorporated it into Builder's Refuge yet or not. Thanks for the subscription there, Zombie1. And also, Nacho1800X. I completely missed your notification there.
Oh, no.
I'm a terrible human being. Oh, I heard another phenomena. Oh, no, they both happened at the same time. Got it. Okay, so I see the notification come up before it shows up in stream. That's kind of interesting.
Also, very good question, actually. We were talking about practice, and how about getting rid of or changing bad habits?
If you figure that out, let me know.
I actually have a bit of input on this, and it's literally just self-control.
Well, yeah, exactly. If you figured it out, let me know.
That's it. Like, I find that with bad habits or changing them, it's that you sort of, they say that once you do something once every day for a month, or do something like for about 30 times, it becomes a habit. So, for example, waking up early, if you do it consistently, then you tend to make a habit out of it. Or, for example, like checking your phone at a certain time, it becomes a habit, things like that. So what you can do is, if you consciously, every day for a month, try to be like, okay, I'm not going to do this habit, then you can slowly start to change it. This is a lot easier where it comes to very silly habits, like ones where it's not, like, very impulsive.
What, like biting your nails?
But obviously, yeah, biting your nails, for example, that one's a really hard one to break, because most of the time you think, it'll be fine, you have a habit of burping after eating. That one's a lot harder.
Wait, did I go around too far?
Changing bad habit, yeah. All in all, changing bad habits is really, really hard to do. And it's about just sort of being like, okay, I'm just trying really hard and telling yourself I'm not going to. It becomes a habit.
A hobbit? It becomes a hobbit? It becomes a bad hobbit?
KS King,
is there such a thing as a bad hobbit?
KS King, you're really the best person here for these horrible ones.
At the moment, yeah. Just wait for Railroad Janny or Mike to
Oh
show
no,
up.
please don't. I don't want that. He'll bully me so much though. Okay, so I actually made quite a bit of progress on the books, I think. I don't like this orange one anymore. I think it's cool, but I think it's too much for contrast.
Right.
Because I think it's meant to be brown. I will change that later, though. Now I've got to work on that big old random pile of stuff just falling everywhere, and I'm dreading it.
Yeah, she doesn't do random piles of junk. Like
No, it's more that I've never done vertical rotations before.
Ah, that's a fun one.
Also,
if you need help with that, let me know.
Yes. So in the meanwhile, I think I'm gonna like work on a separate part, just so I'm not like bogging myself down and actually making a very.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to mix it up. It's good to mix it up.
Should I make that table with the cloth on it?
Are you asking yourself or me?
Both.
Yeah, I'd say that would be a good break from what you're doing.
Why'd you say that? I didn't want to.
Oh, well then don't say you're asking me, because you're asking yourself.
Yeah, no, I know I should though. That's the thing. Because obviously in the scene it's not there. Wait, is it in the scene? Oh shoot, I don't know if it's in the scene or not.
All right, so
if it's in the scene,
this isn't as separate here, but for the purposes of what I'm about to do, it needs to be. Okay, so stick. Yep, I'm getting a stick. I'm gonna turn it into a brush though. Here we go. / BR spline emerald 1000. Boom. And then I'm gonna do mask diamond so that we don't get rid of our. Actually, do I care about getting rid of the lines? No, I don't. Let's turn off the mask. JK. Alright. Now all we have to do is piff. 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 Oh, no, that didn't hit. Piff. Are you guys ready for this? Look at this, okay. Look at it now. And it's going to come up here. And I'm going to hope this works. Biff! Oh god, he looks like a samurai warrior. Crap. It's not that bad though. Like, it just looks that way because he only has the bottom half done. Once I get the rest in, it won't look nearly.
Samurai warrior.
Look at him! Look at him though!
I was thinking hula dancer, but okay.
Hula dancer, yeah, that works too. But like,
I think as well,
yeah.
it could be a bit more. This isn't useful. Wavy.
I know.
But
I know
obviously you've only got the bottom half.
That's the part that's throwing me. So we're going to make it more wavy. A 60s skirt. Yeah, okay, here come the comments. I knew that was gonna derive some
He gave him a dress. Damn, Gandalf was about to invade with Genghis Khan.
I knew that was gonna bring in some good comments.
To me, it looks like an old granny. Nice dress.
yeah, old granny. Yeah, fair enough. You have to have a thick skin when working on these kind of builds with people watching. Because like
he's wearing me kilt.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a long kilt, isn't it? Like I was thinking that too, but that's why I switched to Samurai Warrior because I was like, it's a bit too long to be a kilt. But
is he Gandalf or Gandalfina?
Yeah, Gandalfina, Duffina. I don't know, I can't even say it.
Gandalf getting all the men now. Oh no, not your kilt.
The good ones are coming in.
These comments are great. These guys are great. I love them.
Yeah, I'm gonna add more waviness. Definitely, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I think that's a good idea, for sure.
Okay, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Maybe you do. If I were to make the table underneath, would you be able to help me with making a spleen sort of cloth to go over it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Now, I was already thinking I was going to end up having to do that when you started talking cloth.
Yeah, because I'm not entirely sure. How tall is this table as well? It's actually pretty short. So...
This is going to be a harder one.
159, 15. Let's try 7. Bam. Oh, look at that cute little table. That's nowhere near big enough.
That's good enough. Now, the trick part of what I'm doing right now, guys, is I can't have... That spline tool is very finicky. Like, say I wanted it to look like that, for instance. I couldn't do it because the spline tool wouldn't know whether to cross over here or to loop around like that, and it would do both and like cause a whole scene. It would be bad. Like bad. It looks awful when that happens. Gandalf is Scottish.
I had no idea.
None shall pass. Can like I'm trying to do a. How do you say none shall pass like a Scottish person? Like,
don't ask me. I'm not Scottish.
How could you do that? Like, how could you make that happen? I don't know. I have to think about that. Right, laddie.
What do you mean unknown?
None shall pass. None shall pass. Freedom. I'm done.
Oh,
what's sad is I'm part Irish Scottish, so.
Oh God.
Yeah. I'm not doing my heritage any justice whatsoever.
Okay, STD, I made the table. Help me now.
I'm also part German, so apparently I can drink really well.
Oh,
but I can't.
Even know that. Oh. But yeah, no, I've made the table. Help me now.
Give me one moment.
No, I'm joking. Take your time. / move free.
She's not joking.
Slightly. Only mostly. Oh! No, that's not what I wanted. Thank you very much. There we go. Fuzzy selection is my favourite tool.
It's so handy. I'm sure I'll be able to show the stream
logs.
what you're on about in a little bit.
Right, for the logs in the fire pit, should I maybe start making some of those?
No one shall pass me kilt.
Wait, no. This one's the best one. Slurs a little. You think you're gonna pass me, laddie? None shall pass.
You think you're gonna pass me, laddie? None shall pass.
No, you gotta say the none shall pass a lot more drunk and angry.
Well, yeah. None shall pass. Is that better?
There we go.
Gotta bring out my Scottish Irish. I better stop before it hurts a little too much.
Okay, I'm gonna start
my
making
son's
some...
yelling none shall pass upstairs. This is getting out of hand, guys.
That's when you know it's the perfect amount.
None shall pass.
Okay, I'm gonna start making some logs. I'm 100% gonna use acacia because I think they look burnt and dead, so like my soul.
All right, let me. What table are we talking about? We're talking about this table with the cloth on it, hey? Yeah. All right. So what I need you to do, you know how to use the curve tool, though, right?
Kind of.
Okay. So what you need to do is kind of do what I'm doing with Gandalf. You have to make the skirt circles.
Oh no.
Going all the way up to the top, and then the top can just be flat. That's easy. But just go right up to the edge of this.
Is that how you made that coat thingy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is gonna go well. Okay. The problem with this one is it's really weird.
You shall not pass. I want me killed for nothing. Darn. Oh, this is getting out of hand, and I love it.
Okay, I can do this. I can do this.
Yep.
I can't do this.
Yes, you can. You said this many times in the past, and then suddenly, you did it.
Guess what I just need to do? Practice.
Yeah, yep. It's a thing.
I hate practicing. Well, I don't. What I don't like is...
What you don't like is looking like poo
wrong.
while you're doing it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I want to get it perfect
does.
first time. We gotta stop being on the same wavelength. It really scares me sometimes. Like, me and FCD, we have this really uncanny thing where we'll just, like, be on the exact same wavelength a lot of the time. Like, to the point where we'll say the exact same thing at the exact same time. Or we literally don't have to say words to each other. We'll literally just go, and we need to do this, yeah, and, and we're like, yeah, exactly, that. And then we'll just know exactly what we're talking about. It's
scary. It's a thing.
It's also really useful.
Yes.
Actually, I don't have to,
that happens when you hang out with people a lot, like especially when you're working on projects together a bunch.
I think it's because we worked on so many projects together.
Exactly.
We just sort of we know how each other work. Like I know how you work.
The same thing happens to Tall. The same thing happens with Mr. Crazy Sailor now. Same thing happens with a little bit with Jam. It happens with Malishin a lot because we think kind of similar.
I noticed that as well when we were doing that. Oh, remember that first 3-hour challenge?
Oh yes, that was good times. The
that
Dark
was actually
Tower.
really nice.
You guys
I love that
see
one because it was just so out of my comfort zone.
It was out of all our comfort zone, trying to get something done that quick.
And also just the style of build, because I've never really done sort of like such a nature-y based structure.
Right, also, it was a very organic structure. Like as far as structures go, it was very organic.
Well, it was really just sort of like, hey, here's a Go Paint tutorial or a Go Brush tutorial, really. Like that was mainly it. Just using that tool and messing about with it a bunch, but it was still a good time, definitely.
That's actually a good example of a build that you can use to try to teach a tool. Mm-hmm. Because that's essentially what the Go Brush is. What you learned there.
Yeah, essentially, and that was actually really useful because it was me just like not having too much pressure to make something absolutely amazing, but still sort of like giving myself a chance to make something decent. Like I do recommend like little challenge thingies.
Now I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to do this section by hand because the folds are way too close together. So I think it's essentially flat. I'm just gonna have to do some edits to make that work up here. So I think
I've noticed that with a cloth too.
I think we're about to see this kilt again. You guys ready for this?
Yes.
Let's.
So I think what I'll actually do as well, FCD, is sort of like do a straight part and then just sort of like work
not
my way
much
from...
better. It's a little bit better.
Yeah, it's a lot more like indented and wavy. I think that's good. But
it's better than
like
it was.
You said, you're gonna have to go in by hand for sure on that one. That's not gonna be fun, but don't forget, you're lucky it's gonna be black.
I was about to say, so let's do this actually. I think my main color is gonna be this cyan. No, that's not it. Where is it?
Ooh, cyan terracotta.
Cyan terracotta. There it is. Okay, so 159.9.
9.
So BR spline 159.9 1000. Let's see what this looks like. Wait. Oh, right. Running on an actual tool. There we go. Boop. Let's see what this looks like not green. I think it's the emerald that's throwing everybody off. And me. There.
Is a 600 block tool power excessive? Yes.
See, that already looks a lot more like a wizard's robe.
Oh, yep.
It was the bright color. It was the bright color. And obviously, once the robe gets all over his body, it won't look like a dude wearing like just like a dress bottom with like being topless, like a hula dancer.
Hula dancer. Just get some coconuts and we'll be good time.
You know, totally. You can see a guy like that. That would be all leaves. If I made that all leaves, and he had like a fire baton, like dude would be like, yeah, look at me, you know.
Reset the replay mod. Thank you.
Oh, am I at that point? Yeah, that's fair enough. This is a good point.
Thank you. It's a good idea. It's a good thing. Oh shoot! No, actually, I should as well. Right. No, thank you for that.
All right, let's load everything in. This also allows everyone to see the build as a whole. Anybody who's new to the
you
stream.
Just cut that.
I'm sure I'm cutting out. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for everything to load a little bit.
You didn't burn out. Maybe it's just me. Because apparently
no, it's not you. It's when you load back in and you're loading all the stuff. It takes a little bit for your computer to be okay with this much because there's so much to render.
Oh, okay. It just didn't want to log me in the first time. That's weird.
Gandalf is rolling around in the coal lately. Well, I mean, his outfit is usually really dusty.
Oh yeah, thank you.
That's most definitely a thing. All right, let's load in the whole
Oh shoot!
build.
Yeah, they've been spamming it for a while.
Were they the replay thing?
Yeah, they were actually for a little while. Thank you guys. This is why you have me to look at the chat, because I sometimes do that.
Yep. And actually, I've been looking at the chat less because you've been keeping an eye on it better than me. And so you've just been saying things. Yeah, I do too. It's just a lot more fun when you have another person who's not streaming.
Yeah.
Looking at it. That's actually a really good system.
That's why I'm not actually streaming myself, just because I don't feel like I need to. I like being like the side character in this. It's good.
Gandalf looked headless while I was flying across here.
Oh god.
Look at that. Look at that guy. It's like, ah! It slices off the head. That's hilarious.
Oh, stupid me not continuing and not loading everything in.
Alright. So the rest of this, I am actually going to... I'm going to brush in. So what we're going to do, we're going to start by...
Why is there a lemon there? Or is that a lemon potato?
We're going to replace lapis block. Cyan terracotta for now. Yeah, I'm just going to enable it. Oh. Just paint it on.
Okay.
A paint on robe here.
Yeah. No, I think this is too intricate to just be like, hey, let's just get a tool to do this.
Get tall to do what?
No, get a tool to do it. Get a tool.
Oh, a tool. I think you said tall. That's funny.
Force tool to do it. Come on. I'm not that cruel.
All right. So what I'm doing right now, instead of just replacing all the lapis, I'm just replacing the lapis that's not his arms. So that way I can separate the arms and not like be able to keep track of which one's which. Because yeah, it's a thing. Actually, this terracotta is going to turn. Oh, I just realized I did it boo boo.
Oh No!
Not a big deal, but... Select cuboid 1, 2, replace 159 with what's a non-abrasive gold? Why not?
What's not abrasive colour? Oh, I know, gold. That bright, shiny yellow. Good idea. That would make everyone's eyes bleed. And then bring you back around. Oh my god. I just looked back and just saw just the sudden yellow vest appear. It's looking more and more like a woman now.
Yeah, at the moment. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. It's hard. Men wearing robes, man. There's not much difference between a robe and a dress if you can't like make sure that the texture looks like a robe. Right now it looks so smooth that it looks like a dress because I can't texture it yet.
Okay, I've got my very, very rough like bottom layer.
Alright,
what do I need to do to this to like spleen it? Because from this I just want to get like a mass just put in so then I can edit it.
So here's what you're gonna have to do to clean it up.
Yep.
You're gonna hate me, but this is what you're gonna have to do.
That's fine. That's fine.
Fly up here. This will be the simple example. All right, it's gonna get confused here.
Yeah. Oh, just make sure it's one block.
It's gonna get confused here.
Yep, that's fine. Got it.
There, and definitely down here.
Yeah, yeah.
You can add in more details later, but it has to like think about it like a computer. Where do I go next? And if it doesn't know, then it's gonna do some things you're not expecting.
Got it. But yeah, I'll make sure it's not like a bunch of blocks in one area. I can do that. That's not too bad, honestly. But yeah. Thank you.
No problem. To bring down the gold a little bit here. You'll see in a bit. If I use the smoothing tool, which I'm about to use, on a block that has to have a data value, like terracotta, in order to stay the color, it would come out, well, here, I'll show you. B. I'm going to undo this, but it changes the color.
Oh god.
And we can't have that. So, it doesn't mess with gold. So we're going to smooth it out while it's still gold. And then we'll turn it back. And yes, the gold being not abrasive was definitely a joke. I know it's very abrasive.
Why do I keep saying lemon potatoes? I'm really confused. What does lemon potato mean? I'm lost. Please help.
Lemon potato.
KS King just keeps putting lemon potato. I'm really confused.
Yeah, I think that's the goal. If you ask me, I think that's his goal.
You're successful. Help.
And then help never came.
I'm so offended now. Explain to me. This is so satisfying. Oh my god. I don't think it's that satisfying anymore when you have intermediate screams.
Actually, I think I'm going to chop off this hand entirely. I'm going to chop off Gandalf's hand.
Oh god.
I'm doing what Belrog couldn't do.
Oh god.
Well, fuzzy.
Okay, I think I've cleaned it all up now. What now?
Alright, let me make sure.
Yep.
Yep, that looks like it's not going to hurt too much. I would do
too much.
One more. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt at all. I do one intermediary layer, unless you want. Actually, it looks super smooth, doesn't it?
It's got a bunch of bumps in it, which I'm gonna have to do artificially. So I was just gonna do a ring on top and then connect those two, and then do a lot of it by hand.
All right.
And
so now we're gonna have to find a split off point because it wants to. It doesn't like going all the way around in the circle. So we're gonna.
Oh, doesn't it? That's fine.
that. Okay.
Yep.
So now...
got it.
Now, grab
Yes.
yourself a stick.
Where are sticks? Found one. I have
Hold on.
a stick.
Spline diamond 1000. Put that in. Obviously without the
You
dot.
could have said that.
I could have, but sometimes
shoot.
people get all mixed
Does it
up.
have to be double slash?
Don't know.
Yes, it
may
does.
not. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
All right, now, smack the side of this right here. This one.
Left or right?
I think it's left or right rather. It's right. Sorry, it's right. So you right-click that one, and then you right-click this one.
Right-click that one, then you right-click which one?
Down, all the way down. This one right here.
Right-click.
With the stick.
Right-click.
And then right-click it again. Magic.
Cool.
Super handy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really cool. Nice. And then you just go like manually stitch it back up again. Okay, that's dandy. So, how can I then manipulate this to make it do my bidding better?
Actually, I'm going to do his whole kilt. I'm going to call it the kilt from now on. The bottom half. I'm actually going to do it all gold so that I can manipulate it better right now. As much as it's going to look hideous.
So can I literally just go right click, right click, right click? Oh shoot, I can.
159.9. Ah, shoot.
That's cool. It's cool.
Replace 159.9 with gold. There.
So there's going to be a lot of waving going on.
Oh. See, that's why I don't like it, because it does these weird anomalies if you're using a block that has a data value like terracotta. All right, so now we can actually blend this. But it does ruin some spots. BE lift. Actually, BE fill, I think, is a better option.
Oh, this is so awesome.
Yeah, that's much better. Okay, here we go.
FCD is so cool.
So handy, isn't it? Just give him a little bit of girth on the side here. I think we gave him too much girth in the front. Don't.
What? No. What? Nothing. What do you mean?
Nothing. I don't mean nothing.
Exactly.
Stuff. I'm talking. I'm just saying things.
Yeah, fun words.
What? It's all good.
The problem is, it's really hard to look in chat because I've got to like look at my reference at the same time. So I just pop back and then I just see an explosion of chat appear.
Yeah.
And then
someone's going nuts with something.
I just come back.
The lemon
to just
potato.
the
Oh
lemon
man,
potatoes.
the lemon potato thing is going nuts. Best advice
great.
when enjoying another stream is to show them respect you would expect from your own channel. Oh, okay.
I don't either. I want to confuse Chibi even more. Oh. I can't believe Chibi doesn't get the potatoes and lemons. Potato plus lemon divided by funging in avocado equals simple algebra. I'll have you know.
You're gonna break Chibi. She's a math.
I'll have you know. I'm a math person. Oh my god, FCD, can I just point out, from that position, right, you just held still in that position, and it looked like he just had his hand on his hip of one down just going, hey!
I know, it's not exactly happening the way I wanted it to. It's a little rough on the edges. I'm struggling a little bit, honestly. But I'll get there. I'll get there.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
It always does. Like, I'm always like this. Like, I'm like, oh, this is terrible, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden it starts making sense and it starts working. It's not done yet. So I'm just as critical of it as other people might be. And yes, I definitely see the femininity about this build at the moment. It definitely has a feminine vibe. Not gonna lie. But I put a hole in his dress. I mean, his. It's not a dress, FCD. All right, BE fill?
I think he thinks it's a dress. Okay, so I'm having so much fun with this tool. Especially when it's working.
Yeah.
Because I've seen multiple times when it has not worked for you at all.
Oh, it goes very bad.
How can you make
very quick?
How can you make intermediate ones then? Oh, you just add another ring and then right click again. Oh, okay.
Yep.
See,
you keep right clicking until you are happy with the ones you clicked, and you then right click the last one more time, and then it's done.
So let's do a hollow cylinder again here, and then I can tweak this one to get those like nice little bumpy bumps that I want. Actually, that's wrong. I shouldn't do that. I should make it bigger.
This is difficult. Like, holy crap, is it difficult? I think what's bothering me is his arms don't have... Like, right now, it just looks like a dress. Because his arms don't have the robe bit yet, either.
How did I mess up that circle?
If I were to have one power, what would it be and why? That is such a fun question. Teleportation.
Ooh. Time manipulation. Always.
We'll go with your why first.
Time manipulation, because I want to manipulate time. Time is the one thing that we all are limited by. Everything in the universe is dictated and limited by time, and I'd be very curious to see what happens when you mess around with that. Well, like, a lot of the time, you could do almost anything, but the only restriction is time, I find, at least.
Oh, yes, but you said everything in the universe, and I said, not everything.
Yeah, time just is a really weird factor that we don't understand enough. I'm just curious by it. I think it's cool.
I am too, actually. And if you're able to manipulate it, I believe you would you'd be able
that
to
involves
learn more
going
about
back in
it.
time, pausing time.
More about how time works, how the fourth dimension even works.
I don't specifically say time travel because I want to manipulate time. I want to be able to like pause it, speed it up, make it go faster, slower, blah 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 blah. Dilation, all that cool stuff.
As for me, with my teleportation, if you're able to just go somewhere, it's handy.
Yeah, actually, it's a, sort of a similar thing I think to like the
time
whole thing.
It's
saving time. Because like we spend so much time moving. Oh, who wants that?
Trying to get from place to place. How much time would you save if you could just go somewhere? Done. You went there.
It would get confused there probably. So do I need to have like all blocks touching, or can diagonals touch?
Diagonals can touch. Let me see what you're talking about. Yeah, so
circle,
like for instance, you could do that.
Ah, sweet, cool.
Yep.
I will then.
And remember that when you're doing this as well, that it can jump diagonals like that, and you don't want it to.
Oh, okay.
That's another thing to think about. So, like for instance, if this was like this, it would jump across.
I've been kind of thingied about that. Yep. So thank you.
Yep. That's the.
Let's see how this looks. Can I go down?
I like how you said. I was thinking about that, and the word "thingy" in this context was confused.
I broke it. Yeah.
And it's also confusing that you're saying "thingy." Just. Thingy.
Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, what? I'm confused.
We'll do more. Like that spline tool does leave anomalies like this. That's just because it can't have the resolution high up. There's like no way. I think they have a nice, even balance between trying to fill in all the holes without like ruining the look of it. So there's still a lot of what I'm doing right now left to do, which is just going in there and making hand edits like that.
Oh.
So that's the thing.
That's not right. That's not right. What I just did was not right.
I'm currently getting distracted, aren't I? Because I was just working on the arm of his robe. And actually, this hand isn't even showing in the picture. So the robe actually covers the hand entirely in this spot.
Actually, you know what? Slow fuzzy. You move free.
Actually, I better make these first rings before I get myself confused.
Ugh! Stupid circles not being all connected for the fuzzy tool.
Boop. 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 Boop.
Because I'm too lazy.
Boop. Curve diamond. Bam. Oh, we got lots of chatter going on here.
Oh, do we now?
Bendo wants to be able to... mine would be to create objects out of anything. A lot like Symmetra. Okay. You mean alchemy? No, not alchemy. Alchemy is, in terms of Full Metal Alchemist, anyways.
I was gonna say, because like, do you mean like there would be perfect conversion between them? Because otherwise you're gonna create a lot of problems with that, and like you can be like perfect, all that stuff. I would want the power to always put like, the exact amount of money you need for the objective you want to buy. Ooh, that's cool. But also perfect. I like how he says apple is so pure. He says so you never go hungry, not like so I could buy whatever the hell I wanted. Imagine asking who ate the last cookie and you can tell who it was, even if they lie, because you can read your minds, also changing thoughts. What? What was that one for you, Matt? Mind reading. Ooh, right. My problem with mind reading is because I know how messed up my thoughts are. They're never properly coherent. Because the thing with thoughts is that sometimes you have that one train of thought where you actually like, think something out at a coherent rate, where it's like you have a genuine voice talking to you for an entire thought. But then you also have thoughts which are almost instantaneous and just sudden like ideas which flash through your mind in like less than a millisecond, but you comprehend all of it. Those kind of thoughts, how on earth are you meant to actually read them and comprehend them? That's why I've always, mind reading's always confused me, because nobody ever, like, always thinks in, like, perfectly coherent thoughts.
And
like,
not everything people think are what they actually believe. So you can actually think things about a person because you heard their thoughts. You could think that they think a certain way, and it's just not the case.
Mm-hmm.
That would cause.
Also, I feel like that would just make me really depressed and existential, so I don't want that.
Oh yeah, there would be that too. Yeah.
Like
suddenly realizing how miserable
that's
people
evil.
are.
Changing thoughts is kind of evil.
Changing thoughts, yeah, that's oof.
Not like you are an evil person, but like you could do some evil things with that.
Yeah, that can go poorly quick.
Oh shoot! I nearly just did a fill tool on an open area. Good times.
Curved diamond. Boom. All right, so we've got our 3 curves here. I have no idea if this is gonna. What just happened? I saw something change in the corner of my eye there.
What? No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what happened?
Click. No, I don't. I just asked that.
Select fuzzy.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Did it not have it still in the... Oh, that's right. BR Spline Diamond 1000.
Oh, look at that little cloth. That's not even too bad as it is. I'm totally going to make it look better, but yeah. Ooh, I would choose the power to... That is
horrendously
ugly from Naruto.
Ooh, this is... No. Ew.
Actually, you're great. Manipulation of the mind, controlling people's minds and make them play Minecraft. Advanced telekinesis, not how you spell it, but still good effort. You can control even the tiniest molecules and the heaviest bridge and move them at any speed you want, allowing teleportation, water breathing, flight, etc. True, however, how would forces work then? So what are you doing? Like, what kind of force are you applying to these objects? Is it like, because...
Physics girl, shh.
I do actually do physics as well.
Go on. I'm sorry. I had to pick on you.
Literally, I do maths, physics, and economics.
Your nerd was showing a little bit there, and it's okay. This is the right place for it.
Right. This is why I appreciate Apple so much. Just they're like, why would I buy whatever I want? Because that would cause mass economic damage in the long term. Yes, it would! You can't buy whatever the hell you want because you just completely disrupt the idea of demand because you're going to have infinite amount of money, which we never assume because that's dumb. And then you're just going to ruin the whole idea of limited resources and limited things to buy. Oh, it doesn't work. Because, right, humans in theory have unlimited desires because we just want so many different things. So you just ruin the idea of the fact we have limited resources. How on earth are we meant to, like, allocate it to your, like, oh, it's great. It's a good time.
This one's a bit of a struggle.
How about controlling the gravity of the planet I could hold up the world state for me or Elon Musk will become trillionaires. Also anti-gravity. I love that. Right, controlling the gravity of the planet. That wouldn't really work because, in a sense, gravity is just the acceleration of something due to the mass. So, like, the gravitational. So, when you say gravity, I'm assuming you mean the gravitational force of acceleration on the surface of the Earth, which is 9.81. And the reason that would change is. Oh yeah. The reason that would change is due to a change in mass of the Earth. So basically what you're saying is, oh, I want to change how heavy the world gets. Right? Or you want to change the density of materials in the Earth. Or you want to, like, shrink and grow the planet of the Earth. But obviously you can't really do that because I've just ruined a bunch of things. So, like, changing gravity is just messy, physics-wise. Like, super messy, but it would be cool. I'd want to see that happen. I love the ability to jump between worlds, dimensional, real or fictional. Ooh! Physics implication telekinesis is interesting. Very interesting, because you got, like... Because, like, telekinesis is such a weird idea, because you're applying some unknown force onto something else, and where is that force coming from? So, like, how on earth do you create this new force, which is meant to, like, act on something else? Because I assume most of you have heard of, like, what's it called?
Sorry, Gandalf, a little close again.
What's it called again? What was I saying? I've completely forgotten what
you were saying smart things.
Oh, yeah, conservation of energy. Right, so energy is always going to be conserved. So, when you're doing telekinesis, what energy are you converting into that new force? Is it going to be your life energy? Is it going to be, like, you gotta eat some food and then you're giving up the energy, like, muscle energy into, like, moving a thing? How does it work? It can't be magic. Where are you taking the energy from? I'm confused, though, because there could be a lot of different things. One, you could take the energy, the chemical energy you gain from your food. Two, you could take the energy from the, like, surrounding molecules. You could actually make it colder around you by taking in thermal energy. Cool! This is awesome!
Oh man, it would be so confusing for a random person to just show up in the middle of that rant.
Like, ew, physics.
It's like, wait, I'm watching a guy, I think he's a guy, building something. And I'm hearing some British girl going on and on about whatever.
Rude! Right, I don't actually like physics so much. I prefer maths. But then again, like, the practical side of physics is also really cool. I like maths. I'm a maths person.
It's okay, you don't have to be ashamed by that. I'm just picking on you.
I mean, I'm not. I'm literally going to university to just study more maths. Yeah. I decided, oh, I want to go and do more school doing more maths and more learning. Right, I don't want people to be confused. So, right. No, I'm gonna genuinely... Right, screw this. I'm gonna explain this. You're gonna get an actual physics lesson now. Right. So, conservation of energy. Basically, whenever energy... The amount of energy in the universe is finite. There's a certain amount of energy. And all that happens is that the energy is converted into different types. So, for example... When you eat some food...
This is an example of this going poorly. Oh god. Oh god.
What's happened? Oh my god. I turned around and I just see Thanos in a dress. Oh, it literally looks like his gauntlet.
That was so bad.
Oh, I know why it went wrong, probably. Actually, never mind.
Do you see it? I don't see it yet. It connected where it shouldn't have connected.
I think right about... Oh, never mind, I'm wrong. Like, try now my work.
Yeah, that worked. Okay.
Hey.
It's not good. I mean, it's I
wasn't gonna say.
It's also not bad. It's just, yeah, needs some work. Which is what we're doing.
Okay.
We're trying to make it work.
Physics is great, but I prefer maths. Mainly because I'm pure. Physics is great, but its application and the real world isn't very nice. So I don't like it as much.
And the applications of math is nice to the real world. She's not answering that one. All right.
Wait, what?
I said, and the applications of math in the real world are nice.
Oh no, there's none. That's the point. It's all theoretical. I really like theoretical ideas, mainly because they're very pure and very easy to understand because they've set ingrained rules, and I really like that. Which is why physics is great, but a lot of the time the rules can be messied a bit because of practical application. It's like a really funny. Funny is a strong word. There's this joke about physicians, mathematicians, and engineers, and it's like, oh, an engineer would say pi is 3.14. A physicist would say pi is 3.1459, whereas a mathematician would say pi is the circumference of a circle divided by its diameter.
Yep.
And it's like, it sort of shows how, like, physicians just round and say, oh, good enough, whereas mathematicians are like, no, it has to be. So, with a physician, how the process works, thank you, phone, how the process works is that you sort of get enough data to support your idea, but you don't get all the data which proves it for every single scenario. So, for example, a mathematician would want to prove that, I don't know, trying to think of a practical example which is like makes sense. So
I get it.
Yeah, I know, but I want to explain it to the people. Hey guys, if you actually, I've got distracted. Hey guys, if you're in this situation, you found raffle tickets for something really big, you buy them. What do you do? I don't understand. Help me. I don't actually understand the question.
Alright, let's try this again.
I thought this was supposed to be a secret. He gave up on that, Bill. He just wanted to stream. Also, I'm gonna have to go away from chat now so I can actually do this work.
Yeah, she's just sitting there chatting it up.
I need to actually do this. Actually, you know what? This isn't... I'm not too mad at this. It doesn't look great, but I'm not too mad at it.
Ah, shoot.
So I need another fold here, really. Am I... how lazy I am right now. Also, I need a just big bulk of, like, mass here, so I'm just gonna, like, mark that out here.
Hey, why did it connect the bottom one? Ah, liberty, clever. Try again. That's a bit better. It's getting a little closer. Still looks a little ridiculous, though. I mean, I'm sure I'm trying to use my imagination and not assert the bright colors to it.
Oh, actually, I wanted to play in this. What's it called?
I think this might be a bit too high. Or too low, actually. Move 4. That's probably a better height. Yeah.
Actually, this isn't going to work, is it? I'm worth a shot.
See what that looks like.
Spleen. Spleen. Spline. Spline.
A spleen is a part of the body.
Hey!
It
kind of works.
I don't think I'm going to be able to spleen this one perfectly. Or should I say spleen this one perfectly? Oh yeah, look at you. You're doing pretty good.
Pretty good. Could be a lot better.
Well, anything can be a lot better.
He's trying to make me feel good now. He's trying to, like, not bully me.
It's hard. I mean, what?
Point is proven. Anyway. Nah, FCD's awesome. As you can all probably tell already.
No, I'm a terrible human being. Don't listen to her. It's all lies.
Great.
It's all lies.
Love him.
Oh, love him. Love him. Love him.
Wait, no, that's not right. No, no, that's not what I meant.
It looks so bad, TV. Why does it look so bad?
What do you mean it looks so
bad? I want
bad?
it to not look like poo, and it's looking like poo, and I want it to not look like poo anymore.
Right.
That looks a little better. Turning off the light.
What do you think is wrong with it?
That helped. That helped. And I know what's wrong with it. Up here, this needs to be connected here.
Yeah. Right now, he's just got a big old elbow bulge going on, which doesn't make any sense. It'd be a lot more droopy. You're hugging it too tight to the skin. Also, if you want to fix the dress area, it needs to be... I feel like he has a belt, doesn't he? So he needs to bunch a bit more there.
Yeah. Yeah, that when I get into the details, that's where that's going to go.
Yeah.
The belt and the loop around the belt and everything like that too. And actually,
I'm just going to do a bit of emerald right here.
He has a sword on the belt, but I don't know if he has a sword in this scene.
It needs to come down a bit more like this. So just be a bit more droopy right there.
Yeah, that's going to be a hand editor.
So I think this ring right here is just too tight. So around this side here, this ring that you put here is just not working out. Unless that's extra parts you just shoved on it to make it work better.
Hold on one second. Let me undo this.
Oh, this might be why it's not working for you. Oh wait, never mind. I'm wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, you just don't forget about round the back here on this part.
Oh yeah, I fixed that a little
like
bit
this
too.
needs to, I think this needs to come out a bit more. So it shouldn't go in so much, it should come out more, and that would help your potential elbow hugging problem.
Come out a little bit more here?
Like, it should come out a bit more like that, yeah.
Yeah.
That might help. And potentially even come out a bit here. On the side, this side here, maybe? Maybe. It's all about just, like, gravity. We need a gravity tool where it will just be the, like, here's how this thing would droop for you. But then that's very hard.
I can do that with 3D programs. Like Blender has a physics emulator. So
Cool.
basically you set up a cloth and then you set up like a skeleton underneath it, you know, or a person underneath
my goodness.
it, and then essentially you just tell the computer, hey, this is an actual, apply physics to this section, and ploop, it just kind of applies physics to it. Way better than modeling in Minecraft. But where's the fun in that?
I'm just gonna scroll up a bit and like look through all these things that I've missed out on.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking. Wizard's use sword. Well, in the case of Gandalf, yep.
Whoa, wait, what's this?
His sword is
Are you
epic.
going to use the new loft tool for the fabrics? I heard it's very good, the best even.
Who said that?
Bill.
Ah, yes, Bill's. I've been wanting to try it. Today's not the day.
Is that an angel?
Is that an angel? Jeez.
Is
All right,
imagination?
so the other
Imagination is the essence of discovery. Ooh.
I'm actually going to make this one another color. No, not gold. Gold's not a good option. Emerald. Because I'm gonna have it canoodling a little bit with this one down here.
This was a cute one. I wonder how there isn't like 10,000 people here. Pretty nice.
Oh.
It's cute. It's how chips are made, by the way. What? What do you mean lemon potato?
We're back to lemon. Did someone name themselves Lemon Potato at this point?
I don't think so, not yet.
Oh, okay. That would be scary.
I was just about to say thank you, Bender, yeah. Someone asked, your description says super excited to be playing on the server, but not what server it is.
Oh, I forgot to change the description itself. Herpader.
All right, Bendo's on there for you.
Yeah, but like, it's actually based on Pixelmon. The description. I forgot about that.
Well, at least it was vague.
Yeah, it is vague at this. Yeah, I think it is actually quite vague, so it's all right. All right, jury's out if this is actually going to do the job, but I think it might.
How does a lemon and potato equal chips? I don't understand.
They are getting to you, aren't they?
No, they're not. I'm perfectly fine. Someone explain to me, please. Am I like missing out on a meme?
You can't explain it. That's the point. It's super random. They're trying to be super random to mess with you, and it's working.
No, they're not. No, it's not.
Are you not messed with?
No.
Okay.
Exactly. So, meh.
This one's coming out too much. It's too bulky here.
Hey, what do you think I could do to improve this, like, clothing action?
Your cloth looks so much better than mine. Not fair. The only downside I see is back here. It's kind of strange that it's up a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine.
No. I think you're right about that.
It seems strange to me at first, but the more I look at it, the more I like it. Because it's like, it's not on there right, which is totally a Bilbo thing to do.
Yeah, like, it's just fully, like, drooped over the top there, which is why I, like, had a lot hanging in the back. But I think, like, a little droop would suit it quite well. Like, be a little bit lumpy. Also, we're not really going to see the back here, so I wasn't too worried. And we don't actually have a lot of reference from it, so I sort of just, like,
went with it.
Put it like that. But, no, you're right, yeah. But, like, the front of it, obviously, is still issue-y.
I like it. I personally really like it. You've done a lot of work to try to...
Also, it's going to be green, so keep that in mind.
Right.
I think, like, it could be more, like... It looks more like it's been drooped, and then there's a pool as well. It doesn't look like the pool's connected to the droop, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Do you actually know what I mean by that?
Let me look. NV, there we go. Let's take a real look at this. Alright.
So the pool isn't connected to the droop.
Oh yeah, there's an angle here, right? So it looks like
I don't really know how to get into it.
Looks like there's something under it at this point.
But
well,
really, in reality, it's just all like falling on top of each other.
I mean, you could just smooth out this edge.
This is what I mean when we say we're saying we just. I'm using really great terminology here.
I mean, you could just smooth out the edge, and already it looks like it's part of it.
Smooth out the edge.
Right there, I just smoothed up a little bit. Just takes a little hand placing here and there.
Maybe my issue's right here actually. Maybe like.
Oh yeah, I didn't smooth out there yet. So yep.
Yeah, because it doesn't actually, like, considering this is just a drooping cloth, I don't think I need to pay that much attention to the reference. More like use it as a guide of, like, how it should droop.
So, like, there is a droop there, and it's kind of there. And then you just kind of make it up as you go there. Speak of. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Pip.
Rum roll.
Pip.
Pip.
Pip, and... Why did it go without me clicking it a second time? No. Let's try that again. I don't know what happened there. Let's try it again. It looked fine, but just want to make sure I did it right. Yeah, it looked better. Yeah, I don't know what happened in the last one. Okay, I think all that I can do at this point is hand place the rest of this. And just smooth it out naturally by hand here. So there's like a bit of a crease here.
Hey, that looks a lot better in green. Is that the
oh yeah, it's something about changing the color. Like, you really have to use your imagination for something fierce, and sometimes your imagination just doesn't do it justice.
What's the tools for...
Finn's like, someone's tired. It's kind of late for her. It's, what is it? It's
yes.
Like nearing on 11 o'clock at the moment for you?
Yes.
Yeah. Where for me, it's just past dinner time. Speak of, the stream will be ending momentarily-ish, but not just yet. Not just yet. Don't go. We'll be having dinner here in a little bit, but that's not yet. Probably another half hour, 40 minutes. We have of working on it. I want to try to at least get it to a point where I can color this and look at it as it's meant to look like. So right now we're just doing some details to make sure this arm's actually going to look good. There's some parts of it that I don't like, but it's as close as we're going to get with that tool. We'll have to do it by hand from here on out. For me, it's 2244. Yeah, it's that's the same as Chibi here. It's 1044 for you. Or 2244 as he said.
I normally go to sleep at like this time. Like my phone buzzed earlier because it was like, "Hey, you should go into bed now."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Nah."
Nah, I'm streaming. I'm having a good time. I'm not keeping you up though for like you have to like go to school or anything tomorrow, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Ah, boy.
I got a meeting tomorrow as well. That's good time.
If you need to get going, you can get going. I won't be hurt.
Oh, I need to. I don't want to though.
Fair enough.
To be fair, I really should go. Like I've got like a meeting tomorrow that I'm meant to do as well, and I've got a bunch of homework.
What time? What time do you have to get up?
Like just like 6:30ish.
Oof. Yeah, you should probably go to
Fine.
Pretty soon here.
No. If I go to bed at 10:30, then that means I get. If I wake up at 6:30, I get 8 hours sleep. So I'm just getting less than 8 hours sleep.
You're just losing a little bit. Yeah, it's not the.
You can tell I really do good at maths.
Yeah, math. You're an expert. Complete genius, a young prodigy.
I mean, yes. I'm going to a very good university. Well, I got accepted to a very good university, so I like to think I am.
Oh, you're probably pretty... I've heard you talk about maths in length. You got it. I laughed at, like, I'm able to say maths even though I know it's wrong. But it is right. It's just wrong in my country to say maths with the plural. Because if you think about it, it's mathematics. Yeah, exactly. I've been explained... I think you're the one who explained it to me. And I'm like, you know what? That's fair. I'll let it be. I'll let it slide.
Yeah,
but in the States, we say math. Just math. Because we're wrong about a lot of things.
I appreciate that you accept you're wrong. Also, okay, I added a bit more denting on the cloth on the top, so I basically blended it a bit so it didn't look like a perfect circle and looked really weird. And I'm happy with that. Do you think I should
No, I don't think very often. It's dangerous. Sorry, go ahead. Do you think I should
do some shading with some darker terracotta in the crevices?
Yep, totally do. Yep, 100% do. I think that's a good idea. That's what I'm going to end up doing with Gandalf here. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. This getting the cloth on him.
Should probably give him this.
I thought I'd be able to pull this off. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Thank you. Thanks, Matt.
What I meant. Should probably gave him that physics lecture. Yeah, right?
Well, I applied for maths, so if I started talking about physics, they probably wouldn't be very happy about me. Wow, Bender. American accepting their flaws. Times are changing.
Times are changing.
I don't think this looks good, actually.
Depends on American. Depends on American.
I think the contrast is too much, actually.
Okay. What did you try using?
Dark. So I got it in lime green. I was trying to do dark green.
Green terracotta? Yeah. Try one of the like
Concrete
try
would be too light, maybe.
green concrete maybe.
Too light, I think, but I'll give it a shot regardless.
It's closer. But yeah, it's probably.
Oh wait, no, I see what you mean. Actually, no, yeah, you're right. That might work a lot nicer.
It might.
Instead of using, yeah.
Might is a big word there.
Is it a big word?
You know, I mean a little bit.
I mean, 5 letters long. It's not that big.
Shut up. Just because you're smart and doesn't mean
too bad. I think I'm just making the brush too big. It might work. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. You're a good American FCD. I'll have a beer with you.
What's that? You're a good American FCD. I'll have a beer. Alright, alright.
Hey man, I've got loads of flaws, and I'm American. We're not all the same. That's true. I'm British, and I've got tons of flaws.
We know. I mean, what?
Hush, hush, hush. My heart, it's wounded.
I'm sure it is.
Wow! Look what he does, guys. See what I have to deal with?
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. So what I'm trying to do, guys, is I'm trying to smooth out the cloth a little bit. Actually, I'm roughing it up in some spots to try to make it look a little bit more natural. Because I couldn't quite get what I wanted out of the spline tool with this one, which was a lot more wrinkles, and it wasn't giving it to me. It wasn't giving it to me, so I have to do this by hand, which is a bit of a shame, but it's okay. It's okay. A lot of those purists will be happy that I'm doing things by hand. There's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, world did it," get all upset. Like, no, man, it's okay.
Shut up. It's fine.
I don't wanna shut up.
No, to the purists.
Yeah, you guys can just stop.
Like, shut up. It's fine.
You have your own rules, and that's what's nice about Minecraft. Everybody can have their own set of the way it should be played. Because
I sleep so bad.
It's the way they want. You gotta get going.
But I should have stopped my replay too. You might want to as well.
I still got another like 20 minutes.
But yeah, I'll see you all. Good time streaming.
Bye, Chibi. It was fun having. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I want to see. Yeah, you've come a long way over here in this corner. I love it.
Yeah. Anywho, bye.
Yep. See ya. Have a good night.
Good luck with your stream.
Thank you. I'm probably not going to stream for too much longer, but I will for a little bit. What time is it for me? It is dinner time, essentially. It is dinner time. So how you guys doing? I know I've been Chibi is fun to hang out with, and she's the greatest. If you guys want, you know what? If you guys liked Chibi, she does stream from time to time. TBS twitch.tv/GBmango with an S, mangoes. So go follow her over on Twitch if you enjoyed having her on my stream. She is a lot of fun. She often streams with other people because she likes to banter back and forth, as you noticed. It's a thing that she does. So if you like streams where she hangs out and banters back and forth with peeps, it's awesome. I totally recommend to go follow her if you do the Twitch thing. Don't sweat it. Just saying, it's a thing. Just a little plug in for her because she's been helping me out a lot with this build. Yeah, this is starting to come together. Just looking a little nicer. I don't think I'm going to use a smooth tool on it. Actually, I don't think I'm going to use a smooth tool at all for the rest of this, except for the other arm, possibly. But for tonight, we're going to do this. Actually, select cuboid. Try again. Gotta wait for the message to come up because I messed up. 553 it is for me. Alright, let's try again. 1. Go all the way up here. Yeah, this arm's still messed up. We'll do it. We'll do it later. 2. Ah! That scared the Mr. Crazy Sailor. I see how it is. Stream while I'm at work, and after I get home, you stop. Just kidding. Well, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet, Sailor. If you want to pop in, you can pop in. Might do a BRB in a little bit to get something to eat real quick for me and my son. But I can make it super simple, and we can stream some more if you want to stream, Sailor. 100%, because he's actually working on this build as well. So that's the thing. All right, I'll catch you later, Entity. Thank you for coming to the stream. It's a lot of fun having you. And also thank you for the $10 there, Sailor. That's awfully generous. It's extremely generous, honestly. Yes, okay. So, before you distracted me, I was about to change the color of all this. To replace diamond and gold with 159.9. 0 blocks affected. What? Did I goof? I goofed. I must have goofed. Let's just try again. I'd like to see Sailor and you work on it. Your last stream was fun. Yeah. Sailor's been working on this section over here, trying to get this this here entrance to the hall, or entrance to the parlor, depending on which direction you're coming from. He's trying to get that all right. That's what he's been working on lately. It's been driving him bananas too. Let's try this again. 2. There we go. Let's turn off night vision to get a better sight of it. Yeah, that's looking a little more wizardy. That's looking a lot more wizard-like. Not quite Gandalf yet, though. But once we get the beard in and everything like that, it'll feel a lot more Gandalf-y. The other thing is this droops down a little bit more right here, which is what we're going to work on right this second. Okay, it's midnight. Gotta leave. Have fun. See you later, Matthew. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to the stream. I feel bad at how late I streamed last night then. Was it last night that we streamed, Sailor? I don't remember. I feel like it was recently. No, it wasn't last night, was it? It was another night. Alright, so this droops down a bit more right here. Kind of flat but droopy. Kind of a crease right here-ish. Comes down to about here, I think. I don't know why I'm singing this, but it's fun. I like this. Who likes this song? Who knows where this is from? I'm sure many of you know where this is from. Or at least who used it for a very popular video. Well, if I check on your super chat, it's your new one. What are we talking about? Love you too, Ian. I don't know who you are, but boy, you're the best. All right. Let's see what this looks like. Is that getting a little closer to the thing I want? Yes, but I need to get it... basically, I need the line to come up to, I think, about here-ish. Yeah, yep. And actually, this can thin out a little bit right there. Oop, don't want that one. So let's fill this in and see what that looks like. We'll fill in the back in a second. Now it's not quite looking like I want it to. It's close. What's bothering me? Right, okay. Easy enough. Bring that line up to there. Yeah, that's getting a little closer. Let's cut it off here and try to bring it up to there. Yeah, that's looking a little better. Okay, that was bugging me. Just trying to figure out where that line was meant to go. So my picture varies a little bit from the... Or my build is varying a little bit from the picture. Which is fine, but it also makes it so some of the finer details are harder to figure out. Because his pose is very slightly different. Used it for the 20 doors in 100 seconds. Yep, that's what it was. And actually, yes, he did use it for his intro ages ago. It's an old one. Old intro, though. He used something else from Code Craftings. Or Salty, or whatever. I don't know. There's so many names for this guy. Salted, not Salty. Salted. He's gone by several names in the past. The guy who made that song. Boop. Yeah, that's looking a little better. That's looking a little better. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is going to be Detail City because I'm going to have to work on all these creases. And this is just the arm. This Gandalf is going to take so much longer than the Bilbo. Bilbo took me one night, man. That's all it took. Oh, no, phone went off. Got to make sure it's not anything. Oh, another edit. Good thing I didn't do that because it's gonna. Better look. Better look to see what that is. Hold on a second. Got a checkbot email. Cool. Nothing like having your boss compliment your work. I've been doing some... Actually, I'm a developer. I'm a programmer for my job. But I've actually recently been doing a little more editing for them, which has been really, really cool. And it's been nice being able to use this skill that I have in editing in a place that's not YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, we got to give this guy an actual hand. Because even though you can't see it in the picture, there is indeed a hand right here underneath there. And so I'm actually gonna model it in there. I think that's gonna be a thing. You know what might look good is if I thicken up his robe a little bit. I just had that thought because right now it's paper thin, and I wonder if that's adding to the dress look rather than a thick material like a wizard's robe. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if I thicken this up a little bit, if that will improve things. I don't know. We shall see. Hello, Micah Curry. How's it going? And hello, Color Dirt. And Block survives. Do you know Bling Edit? You mean World Edit? Or Bling Edit? I don't even know what Bling Edit is, if that's actually a thing. Obviously, since I was like correcting it, saying it might be World Edit. How you doing? I'm doing good. I am doing good. This is my first creative stream in a long time. I've streamed alongside other people doing creative builds, but never on YouTube. Never on YouTube. It's always been on Twitch, and I'm happy to say that I'm enjoying building on YouTube a little bit more. Gotta show some of that thickness on this one. See what that looks like. Yeah, that did improve things a bit. Alright, yeah, okay. And we could smooth it out like that a little too. That's a neat feature of being able to make these thicker. That did improve it a bit. I'm surprised. I didn't think that was going to work as well as it did. Stream has been up for approximately 125 minutes. Yeah, it's been just about 2 hours. Just about 2 hours. And honestly, like, usually streams take a lot out of me. I'm enjoying this one. I think it helped that Chibi was in here with me for a while there. And Sailor, if you're watching, if you do want to join me, you may. I am in BTWN General. If you want to come hang out, you can. You can come hang out and help. If not, I understand. You just got back from work. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Now there is actually a bit of a section change here of his outfit here. There's a little bit of a seam here. So let's thicken things up a little bit at the end of this, maybe? I may have to do some color changes to signify that in the future when I'm working on it a bit more. Actually, this cuts across here. But let's try to simulate it the best we can with the blocks here. Hi, Pineapple. Let's see. Oh man, does this mean I'm gonna have to choose Sailor or FCD? Yep, that might be a case. I don't know if he would actually stream. I have no idea. Maybe that's why he's not popped in yet, because he might actually be getting a stream runner. I don't know. I don't know what Sailor's up to. One thing's for sure, though, I am going to have to eat food, or I'm going to get famished and stuff and not be able to think straight. I've done that before, where I'll be streaming and I'll forget completely that, you know, oh, by the way, food's a thing. And I'll end up, like, being super hungry and I get, like, kind of weird lightheaded. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that for MCD. No, we do not. Yeah, that's looking much better. That is looking much better. All right, let's continue on from the arm for right now. Start smoothing this out a little bit. Actually roughing it up in some instances. They butchered the Hobbit. I mean, they butchered the Hobbit. Who butchered the Hobbit? Said something about him wanting to unwind. That if he'll be streaming, oh yeah, another server. Got it. Okay. Sorry, it's getting hard to keep up with the chat now that Chibi's not here helping me with that. It is a bit of a challenge sometimes to keep up with chat as much as I would like to, especially when I'm concentrating on a build like this. It's taking a bunch of my brain cells. I only have so much RAM in my brain. I have to install some new ones. Maybe if I hit Alt F4, I'll get some new RAMs. Now it's got this like sash thing going this way. It actually goes straight down. So I have to fix that, even though he turns a bit. So it's gotta. This is where working in blocks is a pain. It's sometimes hard to signify exactly what you're trying to get at, while also working in a 3D space. It can be a little rough, but we will get there in the end. All about just placing blocks, messing around with them, trying to find where they should go. Yeah, it's helping. That's helping. Let's break this up a little bit. Yeah, we're getting there now. We're getting there. You also have to remember there's a bit of a thing here, and then also the belt. Like Chibi was saying, it would bunch up around the belt. So I think it might be a good time to get started on finding where that belt sits. So I'm actually going to chop into this a little bit here, because this is a little bumpy here. Let's slice into this a little. How not to train your dragon, though. Not know what that's in context. Ah, okay. You just chatted it up. Cool, I'm glad. It's fun to see you guys chat. It's sometimes difficult because I don't know what's aimed at each other or what's aimed at me, but that's okay. If something's a direct question to me, feel free. I believe you can at FamilyCraftDad, and it'll actually, to me, it'll flash. It'll make it look a little bigger. I know I just opened up the floodgates to everyone doing that, but if you have a direct question for me, go ahead. Feel free to use that. I'll notice it more frequently that way. That way I'm not reading random stuff that's not directed to me as well, which is, you know, a positive. I've managed to run out of water. I'll be right back. Also, I'm going to do a little bit of stretches here. Always good to stretch. Always good to stretch. Oh, see you later, Brooks. Let me grab that. Is this grabbing your attention? Yes, yes, it is. Sailor, this is a test. Yes, okay, fair enough. It is. Alright. So, I think this is actually starting to come together. Finally. It was driving me a little bit bananas because I didn't know... This happens every time I make a build, though. Like, I get it in my head, like, oh no, this is looking terrible, this is terrible. And then it always just kind of works its way out. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Oh, I got messages here. Oh, I knew I heard something. Hey, Sailor, how's it going, man?
Oh, dang. I was going to try and pull up the Phenomena sound effect real quick, but... figured I'd at least...
Caught you.
I might go ahead and jump on. Not gonna stream this. I might stream a little bit later and do some of the Pixelmon, but...
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Figured at the very least...
Come in and help out a little.
Help out, give you some... If you need any... new perspectives or...
Oh, yeah, that always helps.
Help with chat.
That always helps. Thank you. It's also nice having a company.
Mm-hmm.
It's only so long I can actually just talk to myself. Yeah. Everybody's saying hello, Sailor.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm just trying to get Minecraft opened up real quick, and then I can start reading chat.
All right. Okay, yeah. All right. It's time to get the belt bin.
Alright, Bindo, I'm not going to be streaming right now, but later I will be.
Yep.
But thanks for lurking in advance.
Maybe what we'll do is, if you're ready for it, I could always raid the heck out of you.
Whatever.
Got a lot of viewers today because people are more interested in the creative builds. I don't blame them.
Mm-hmm.
Pixelmon's fun and all, but the creative builds they bring the peoples. And I thought it was high time I finally get this build going.
Yeah. Give Bilbo some company.
Yeah. been a little while because we were working on this religiously for a chunk of time there, and then all of a sudden we just stopped. It wasn't just Pixelmon, it was just in general. I think everybody just kind of needed that break. We hit it hard. Oh, I'm way off. What? Oh, okay. So this actually goes down a little bit. Fair enough. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm messing up on behind. Okay, so we're gonna go there. This should not be this low. It should be about here. Which means you go there-ish.
Okay, Ezekiel, thanks for having the notifications on. And I'll probably actually definitely stream thinking about it, because I really need to get back into the motions of doing that.
Just keeping consistent with it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do as well, because I could have just built and not streamed. But, like...
Yeah, and, like, I'm playing on the Pixelmon server either way, so...
Right. What have you been up to anyways on the Pixelmon server?
Thaumcraft mostly, doing the magical stuff.
Okay, still getting into that, yeah.
Yeah, although last night I ended off with doing a bit of just adventuring, trying to find new Pokemon, you know, fill up the furs and the orb of furs and souls or whatever, so I can get Articuno.
Okay.
So that might be what I work on when I get on stream, just adventuring out. Maybe even get that in stream, because that'd be kind of cool, capturing Articuno.
Yeah, if you're able to catch a big Pokemon, that'd be awesome.
Which, I mean, I got that Master Ball, so I'm definitely gonna be able to catch it.
You'll be
getting the Pokemon. Because there's a lot of Pokemon. It started, 275 Pokemon. That's like so many Pokemon to battle.
Oh, hey, Sailor.
Oh, yeah, just been kind of flying around. Watching chat.
So I could do another curve to get this belt a little thicker, but I found in this kind of a scenario it's better to do this by hand, because the second curve never ends up doing what I want it to do. And it ends up being a battle with, trying to make the command do what you want, and it doesn't work out. It just doesn't, trust me. I was reading and thought I need a break, and thought I'd watch some YouTube. I see you live streaming. Sweet. Welcome to the stream there, Crazy. Another Tiny Creek. Crazy Faith is the name
Crazy
of it.
Faith.
There you go. We have a Crazy Faith and a Crazy Sailor. Here in voice, we have Crazy Sailor.
Hello.
Just ran into his arm there. I don't think I like seeing it droop like that. I need to smooth that out a little bit. So we're gonna.
Yeah, it's a bit too drastic of a droop.
It looks a bit feminine. Yep, and then this can go. Actually, I don't mind it going up there. Go there. Yes. Oop. There. Yeah, it's a bit better. That's a bit better. And then actually, let's a little bit longer. A little bit. Why, when, and how did you meet Mumbo? Ooh, that's a good question. Well, if you mean meet in person, that would be I saw him at the Minecon. I went to their meetup and I got to meet him in person. That's the first time I ever saw him in person. But the question you're actually asking is, when did I get to know him? And that is, it's not too long of a story. It's pretty simple, actually. Essentially, I got my start doing SMPs and YouTube. Like, I started doing YouTube. It was going to be just me and my son and maybe my wife every now and again, just doing basic videos, nothing too crazy. And I did like 3 or 4 videos, and then it just kind of flopped. I didn't want to anymore. Those videos are still out there, by the way, if you guys want to watch them. Old school family craft there. I did what every starting creator does. They get all excited about doing it, and then they go to do it, and then all of a sudden they're not getting any views at all. And they look at their thing and they're like, well, how come I can't get views, yet some of these other guys can get views like in the millions, and I get hardly 2, you know, and you get disheartened, right? Well, I did. I got disheartened, and then I kind of stopped for a little bit. And then Exuma showcased the replay mod, and I saw that, and I saw so much potential, because I do some 3D animation stuff. Well, at least I used to get into it a little bit more, which is kind of where I got a bit of the skill set to do this sort of thing. But I saw the potential in that. I was like, ooh, that's cool. And right around that same time, I was watching False Symmetry, and she was doing streams on her Patreon server. That was the first time I ever heard of Patreon. And I got interested in that concept, and I thought that would be kind of cool. And then Mumbo announced the Patreon server. Now, this is a big, lengthy explanation, I know, but I'm just telling you because it's fun too. So I ended up revitalizing my channel, and I ended up doing videos on MumboCraft using the replay mod. And that got attention of Mumbo a bit, and he actually retweeted it going something along the lines of, I can't believe this is happening on my server. This guy is so great. Something along those lines. I can't believe a guy at this caliber is happening on my stupid little daft servers, essentially what he was saying. And so that brought a bunch of people to watch that. I think it was my 4th video on my on that series. And then, longer story, got playing on there quite a bit. Eventually what ended up happening is, you know, when you're an adult in a world where there's kids, you know what I'm saying, you end up helping out in different ways to try to help manage the server. And I, you know, being an IT guy in IRL work, I was able to help out with some server situations, and I was able to help also with managing people, you know, people who are being mods and things like that. And as long story short, I became an administrator on his Patreon server. And, oh, Mike, oh my goodness, Mike just did a super chat. You'll see it happen on screen in a second here. But Gandalf, now that is what I'm talking about. Oh.
Phenomena.
Oh. And then it phenomenas just as I finished saying that. Ah, oh, Mike, that hurts. I love it, but it hurts. Ah. Thank you, Mike. You're awesome. You're the best ever. Yay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. You got me, Mike. That was good. So yeah, I that's ended up being how I got to know Mumbo a little bit. I was able to help him manage his server. And it was good for him to have a guy like me on there, because we had something in common. We were both doing the YouTube thing, and we kind of understood each other a little bit. And he trusted me with certain things, like trying to help him out with different things, because he understood that, like, we understood that we understood each other, if that makes any sense. And it just developed over time. Nothing special, nothing big deal happened that we met each other or anything like that. It's not like we're friends from like a long time ago or something like that. I ended up helping out with a lot of stuff, and we kind of got to know each other a little bit. Yeah, so there you go. There's the answer to that one. Nice long-winded answer, but there you go. This is starting to look a little better. I'm starting to like where this is headed. That's what I'm talking about. That hurts. That was really good, Mike. Well done. Those who were here in the beginning of the stream, someone else dropped the pun. This is what I'm talking about. I knew either Mike or Railroad Janny would show up, and the puns would get real. The puns would get real. Mike actually took it from an old Rhett and Link. I don't know if he took it from that. He might have just came up with it again. You know, that's the thing about clever people. They all think about similar things. I do like Rhett and Link, though. I will shout you out for mentioning them. They are cool people. They are top-notch YouTubers. If you don't know who Rhett and Link are, or Good Mythical Morning, you need to know who Rhett and Link are. And you'll get sucked into their videos just like I did for a while, and then you'll get sick of them. But you'll still have good thoughts about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you'll get sick of it because it follows the exact format every single time and it gets old after a while, like, you can't help but not to love. Like, you can't help not to love them. They're just great.
Yeah, I watch them most mornings now. Good.
Yep, Good Mythical Morning's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good show. Oh, he most likely did come up with it himself, Ezekiel. That's for sure. Just so you guys know, once again, I'll throw this out there. If you want to catch my attention, if I'm not seeing your question, if it's a direct question to me, it's okay to use the @FamilyCraftDad. Just don't spam it. Don't use it for things that are not actual questions that you want. I don't want to miss important questions and things that might be interesting for people to hear. Because like me meeting Mumbo or getting to know him, that was a good question that I'm sure a lot of people are curious about. Like, how do you even, dude's got millions of subscribers, how is it a thing? And one thing I do want to throw out there, you know, for especially you younger ones, these are people. Mumbo's a person. He's a human being. He has human being things. Like, he has just as much time as all of us. So, like, he sometimes misses messages and things like that. People get on his case, but, like, you got to remember, he's a human being. He's not a robot. He's not some kind of, you know, he's kind of a celebrity because of YouTube, but, like, celebrities are people too. You know? Like, they deal with real life things that are real. Like, it's a thing. This is coming out nice. I'm really happy with how we're getting there with this. I was worried there for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Family Crypt Dad, how and when did you meet Bendo? And how do you handle his awesomeness? I can't handle his awesomeness. It's a bit overwhelming, to say the least. He is one of those guys, man. It's like a bad smell that won't go away. Hey, Sith Sam, how's it going, man? Family Craft Dad, how did you meet Crazy Sailor? Well, actually, I'll let Crazy Sailor answer that one.
Yeah, so it was what, like, about a year
and a half ago.
3 months ago?
Yeah,
it was a year and 3 months ago, so, was just, you know, watching a lot of YouTube. At the time, I think I was going through Obelix at the time, and which I found through Mumbo, and then Obelix, I went through his, I think it was just like his channels that he had pinned, whatever, and FCD is one of them, so I was like, hey, you know, if Obelix is following this guy's got to be, you know, somewhat decent. Clicked on it, and his intro video seemed pretty cool, and it mentioned, he at the end of every video, he used to say, Toodles, and it said, hey, if you want to find out where that's from, go to the start. I'm like, alright, I'll go to the start. Went to the start, and just binge watched all of FCD's content.
That's how you felt? Like, that's why you started binging?
Yeah. Like that's
hilarious.
Yeah.
So my side of this story, I'll let him finish in a second. He was binge watching my videos, and he made a point to comment on every single one. And so it was a good 2, maybe 3 days. My phone kept going off with this random dude commenting on my videos one at a time, each one going all the way up. It was hilarious. I loved it. I was like, oh man, this guy, I remember telling FC Sweet, I was like, man, this guy's really getting into my videos. Because it wasn't like random comment. The comment, like, you were bringing me down, you know, memory lane, because like you were bringing up stuff about the videos, and I was like, oh man, I remember that, and blah blah. Oh man, good times. It was so funny. Anyways, continue. Sorry, I had to make that mention.
Oh yeah. So after, you know, binging on it and, you know, commenting here, there, and liking almost every single one of them, joined this Discord thing or something like that. I forget exactly, but I got wind that you were about to open up a new Patreon server for the
vanilla,
the new not a mod. No, it's a new mod pack. It was the space astronomy 2.
Yeah, space astronomy. Yep.
And so I like immediately went onto Patreon, joined up on one of his Patreon tiers, and just started messaging like, hey, I really want on, you know, hope I didn't miss it. And even though technically the month hadn't, the new month, whatever, I technically missed it because the month had just started, which Patreon takes at the beginning of the month. He was like, well, you know, go on and come on, and just pretty much have been on since then.
Yep. And he's been involved in a lot of things. I got a lot of Family Crypto. I did a similar thing with Kasari, but I didn't finish it. LOL. Yeah. Oh, so you binge Kasari's videos? Yep. She's a really good video content creator. She's fun to watch. She's very chill. Very, very chill. If you want boom, exciting, like green kind of excitement level, she's not your gal. But if you want just a really straightforward, down-to-earth person who's fun to watch and enjoyable, go watch her. She's awesome. Kasari. And here, I'll spell it correctly for you all. Kyseari, I believe it is. Is it A first? You mind looking real quick, Sailor? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Is it A-E or E-A?
Sorry. I wasn't prepared to answer questions. Let's go. It's Kyseari.
A is first. I knew I had it wrong. I'm glad I had you check. There you go. Look, search her up. Oh, catch you later, Ezekiel. Thank you for coming out to a stream.
Yep, you have a good one.
I lost one of my reference images. Bear with me for a second here. I'm going to look up the reference image. Gandalf. Because the one I have has his arm behind him, so I can't really see. I need a reference for an arm being in this position. Does that make any sense? I'm terrible. I need reference images. I'm not artist enough to not have reference images. You shall not pass. Now that is not Gandalf. No, ew. Nuh-uh. Why did I get so many good images before and not now? It's because I'm streaming. Clearly. That is a great image up in there, though. That's not going to do... Yeah, that'll be fine. I'll just work with that. Alright, so, because his arm's kind of up a little bit, and his hand's showing, it's got to droop down a bit, I think. FCD, you could explain the CCG and how the Hermits ties into that. Oh, geez. That's one heck of an explanation. Well, the CCG is kind of dead now, so that's not even a... I suppose that's not even all that relevant of a question anymore. And that's a bit of a long-winded... There's a lot to that that's not really actually all that appropriate for a stream either. But yeah, so the Hermits had a... what they called an extreme UHC back in the day. If you guys don't know what a UHC is, then you definitely have not been playing Minecraft for that long. But no shade thrown on you guys. It's just the truth. Extreme UHCs is you set Minecraft to what's called hardcore mode, which is essentially you put it on hard mode, right? But then you can only die once. Once you're dead, you're dead. Okay? And then you turn it into a PvP game. So essentially everybody gets spread around in a normal vanilla generated world, right? And then you proceed to attempt to build up and work your way into the center because there's a world border that's slowly collapsing. And then you essentially, you try to survive. You try not to die. You try not to let other players kill you. Oftentimes you're in teams. What's that?
It's like a last man standing type thing.
Yep. Select convex. And so the hermits would do what are called extreme UHCs. And I think they made it through 7 of them before it was over. It was almost a year's worth of them before it just kind of became not a thing anybody was worried about anymore. Gold.
If you really think about it, it's kind of like a battle royale before that was even a thing.
Yep. Minecraft created battle royale, by the way. Hunger Games. That whole concept was a Minecraft concept. But anyways, so the hermits would do an extreme UHC, which was extreme. Like, they would have 100 plus players do this. And the hermits would join in. And what killed it was the hermits just didn't have the time to continue to do them every month. And so one by one, the hermits stopped playing. But the first few were absolutely epic because, well, the hermits were all involved. Like, almost all of them. Cleo, even Mumbo joined the second one, I believe. So it was an intense thing. Like, it was nuts. It was a lot of fun. And but then it started slowing down. And so me and a couple people in MumboCraft, we wanted to do UHCs with other servers. So we got talking to, I believe it was False's server and X's server, and we were hoping to have a joint UHC between the servers. Well, long story short, it became a thing where we ended up running kind of the successor to the Hermit UHC, but it wasn't official. It wasn't a Hermit official thing. We talked to X. He did not want it to be an official thing. Not anything against us. It's just it makes it hard for them to say it short. So yeah, the CCG did UHCs and PvP things like that between the various Patreon servers, and we also did some build battles, which is how I got started doing builds. Yeah, man, I'm telling my whole life story here. BR Spline, Gold 1000. You got me telling my whole life story here, guys. 1, 2, 3, boom. Yeah, that's a good start. Yep. That was. I decided to go a lot simpler with this one than the other one. Man, he looks like he's like sumo, like roar. He's like holding it. I'll have to. I think I'm gonna end up drooping this a little bit more here instead of making it cut all the way in. I think this is gonna kind of fold right here. I think that'll work, but I don't need to do that with the spline tool. I think I'm gonna do this by hand because once I switched to hand, all of a sudden things started working before. Oh, select cuboid 1, 2, replace gold with 159.9. Why you no work? Oh, there it goes. Wow, the server's running a little slow today. No big deal. What's your life story? I just told it. He explained it earlier. It's because the tool was cracked wheel with hardened clay. Yeah. It's actually, to answer the question a little bit more more direct. Why do I pick other blocks to start out with? It's because it's easier to select and make changes to, manipulate, if you're using a block that's not used anywhere else in the build. So, for instance, I had gold. If I wanted to select all the gold blocks and move it, I could. It would be that would work because I'd be able to select the gold blocks, move it as gold blocks, and it'd be fine because nothing else in the build will be using gold. Not even the stuff that's yellow over here uses gold. So I could select the entire build and manipulate it for just that section. So if you want to know why builders like myself, or Tay, or whoever, we start out with these random block colors, that is why. Also, when you're using the blend tool, any block that has a data value, like terracotta, for instance, has the data value 9 to make it gray. If you use the blend tool, it reverts that ID to 0, making it white. And it's ugly. And that's why I'm using it in this situation. That's why I used it initially. But then I decided to smooth it by hand rather than using tools. So there's that. So there you go. I'm actually getting close to being able to do the head. I don't know if I'll do the head on stream though. Doing faces is nerve-wracking enough as it is. I like knowing that oh, you guys forgot to remind me. I'm about 20 minutes into this. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm 20 minutes into the after the hour mark. So I'm at about hour and 20 minutes into that replay, which isn't going to hurt things too much. Once I reach about 2 hours, it really breaks down. That gives me an opportunity to show anybody who hasn't seen the rest of the build, show them around. So that's what we're going to do. So what we're doing, we're working on the parlor that is in the Bag End building. So Bag End lives underneath a hill, of course. And a lot of people call it the Hobbit Hole. Bag End is specifically Bilbo Baggins' home. Frodo inherits it from Bilbo. And we're in the parlor right now where Bilbo and Gandalf are interacting. We'll get to them in a second. But let's fly on into the main hall here. This is the entrance hall. And this is Bilbo when he's younger, about to live on his adventure. This is the build we did earlier. There's a time-lapse on YouTube about it. If you haven't seen it, go see it! It's awesome. It's one of my better videos. Also, it includes a song that I am so proud of. But anyways, so we did this whole section. We're finishing loading in. That was done for that video. And this back section looked completely different before. And now we're redoing it because we just kind of made something up for the back here. And now we are currently cleaning this section up. Load this all in. This is the oak room. And it's called the oak room because there's going to be roots growing through it. That's going to be a big project for a video in the future. And then we go down this hallway, which leads us back to the parlor and onto the kitchen and the dining room, which is also for a future video. Believe it or not, we're going to do almost the entirety of the main sections of Bag End. Actually, we're going to do all the main sections of the Bag End. It's not the entirety of Bag End because there's no reference images for, say, the smoke room, which is behind the oak room. We've gone into the lore and we know about this building more than anybody ever would want to. All right, so we're back to this room. We made Bilbo as well. So this is the scene. Hold on, let me drink some water. So, sorry, my sinuses are actually kicking in a little bit. So this is a scene where Bilbo just did his fun little trick at the party. He went invisible, came back to his home. Gandalf confronts him, basically tries to get him to leave his ring. And he asks him, is he going to be leaving the ring too? And Bilbo's like, no, I put it in an envelope on the mantle there. Gandalf goes to look, it's not there, and just as Gandalf notices it's not there, Bilbo's like, wait, it's in my pocket. And that's where we're at. This is the scene. It looks like a hole because it is a hole. FCD, don't you need to eat? Go get some food. Yes, I am starving, but I want to finish this back arm before this. You know what? You, sir, are giving me wisdom beyond your years. I don't know how old you are, but you know, whatever. You are giving me wisdom. You are right. I do need to stop I would love to keep going. I really, really would love to keep going. And since you're the person who said it and you just asked me another question, let me read this. So if you were to do a Star Wars build like this one, could we expect the same quality this one has? I think that'd be cool. Look back in my videos. I have a scene I did of Dooku versus Yoda. It wasn't at this grand scale in that I didn't create the full scene. I just did the two of them fighting. But I did one. I did a Star Wars build, so that's a thing. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this stream. I'm going longer and longer with these. I'm trying to build up endurance. I made it to 2.5 hours this time. It was 2 hours last time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you're enjoying the fact that I've been streaming on YouTube. That's a new thing. That's a new thing for me. And another new thing of mine is giving away spoilers. This wasn't meant to be shown to anyone until much later, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind a little bit of spoiler. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you guys later. Toodles.